Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Friday workout. We've got a benchmark and then some extra credit pressing stuff if you feel like it, okay? So today we'll start off with 3 minutes of your choice, warm-up pace cardio, and then get 2 rounds through some big arm circles on each arm, and then some big leg swings. Just loosen up the legs, get nice and dynamic and stretchy. Some squats with the thoracic spine rotation at the bottom, just a few reps of those. We're gonna do plenty of squats, you don't need to overdo those, and then a handful of banded good mornings, or if you wanna do band RDLs, that's fine. The good morning just around the back of your neck, and all we're doing here is stretching out our hamstrings, warming those up, get it to the full range of motion of the hamstring, and then squeeze as you stand tall. Get a couple rounds through of that. Warm up, general warm up, and then we're gonna do wall ball setup. So if you need multiple rounds of this, that is fine. I don't recommend overdoing the warm up for a workout like Karen, right? Because the first 25 reps is gonna be a fantastic warm up for you. We wanna do enough that we're aware of all our joint angles, we're aware of like the balance and the coordination that's required, and that we've stretched, we've gotten past the functional range of motion that we're going to use in the workout so that we can control our back position, our knee position, ankle position, all that stuff when we do the workout. However, if you overdo it, if you do multiple sets of like 15, 20 reps, it will take away from your workout performance. So there is a fine line between underprepared and overexhausted before the workout starts, all right? And I generally will try to do light, stretchy, general warm-up prep, and then just a handful of the actual exercise that we're going to do when they are these light, high-volume ones, because I know that all of my warm-up's gonna come in the first like 25 to 50 reps, all right? But Karen is 150 reps of the wall ball for time. The wall ball exercise, I'm standing about arm's distance from the rig, got the ball in front of my face, squatting all the way down. So a good full depth squat, hips below parallel is the standard. And then in one motion, drive up, throw, hit the target and catch. And I'm resetting every time. My feet stay planted. There should be a really tight rhythm to this, right? If you find yourself wandering around, slow it down a little bit, maybe lower the wall ball height or lower the weight so that you can catch it. If it is too much of an exertion to get it up one time, then 150 reps of that is probably not a great idea. This is a short duration, high intensity conditioning workout that is meant to be done in the like sub 10-minute range, right? So whatever we need to do for you in order to scale either the total number of reps, the weight, the height, the range of motion, etc., in order to get that while still sticking with a squatting, pressing movement that has some coordination and has some flow to it, that's what we would like to do, right? It can be done much faster than 10 minutes. However, that's just our median time that we try to shoot for when we do workouts like Karen, right? So if you know that 150 reps is gonna take you like 18 minutes, then I recommend cutting it to like start with 100 reps and see where you're at, okay? That is a plenty fine workout, and sometimes it can actually get you a better workout because your target is not so far in the distance. It will allow you mentally to unlock a little bit more performance when you know that it's gonna be done sooner, all right? And then maybe you can work up, do next time we do it, do 115. The week at time after that, do 125 or something like that, all right? Okay, so that's the main event for today is Karen, but Karen's over pretty quickly. So there is some extra credit work that we'll have for you today. I have the Matador here. I will set up when we're done with all the Karens. We take the benches, set up the benches, set up your bench press, right? 3 sets of 8 bench press at 55 to 65% with short rest. So I want the bench presses to be done in like 6 or 7 minutes, and then we can put them away. And then when you're done with that bench press in any order, we're gonna do some, in any order meaning like break this up. Don't do all 3 minutes of the dead bug without stopping. Don't do all 50 reps of the Matador dip without stopping, right? So break these things up, and then the other ones have nice delineated sets and reps. But 3 minutes of the dead bug. So the dead bug will be lying on your back, head on the ground, and your back all the way pressed hard to the ground. So I'm squeezing the abdominal muscles, and I'm trying to tilt my pelvis backwards so I can feel every vertebrae touching the ground. And then from that position, I'm reaching out either the opposite hand and foot, or I can do same side hand and foot. I can do 2 arms, I can do 2 legs, I can do all 4, whatever I want to do there but keep in motion for all 3 minutes. I would recommend breaking it up into 3 1-minute bouts of it, but if you feel your back starting to arch away from the ground, like my belly and my ribs are pointed upward and there's a gap between my back and the ground, that means I've fatigued those core muscles and it's time to take a break, okay? Don't do any more reps if that happens. Matador dips are just our body weight pressing movement. I'd like to see at the bottom, your chin is pretty close to touching that cross beam. My shoulders are below my elbows, and then I'm using my pecs and my triceps and my delts to press myself up to that full extended position. If I need a little help from my tippy toes, that is fine. If you can do it by like using a little jump or a band across the matadors, that's fine too. If you can do it unassisted, that was great, all right? Total of 50. Then we're gonna get single leg heel taps from the plate, 2 sets of 15 of this. This is just one of our knee rehab exercises, and it's really good to do after a burnout workout like Karen and that wall ball, right? But nice and slow. Then we're gonna get wall angels, shoulder recovery, and rotator cuff strengthening exercise. So back pressed hard to the wall just like we were on the dead bugs, and then reaching up until my elbows are extended, trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together and squeeze my wrists towards the wall on every rep of that. Then we can get our band, put it around the rig, and we're doing some band rows from the rig. You can make these as hard or moderate as you want to by the size of the band and how far you walk away. So right here, not as hard. If I walk here, a little bit tougher. Walk here, now it's getting like I have to really work to get the wrists all the way to my rib cage, right? But band rows from the rig, and then you can either use the same band or a heavier or lighter band for heavier tricep extensions, right? From the rig, and the rest of this is just arm and shoulder hypertrophy work or detail work. So tricep extensions, and then a pair of dumbbells for dumbbell hammer curls. So from the hips to the shoulders, and I'm trying not to swing and use momentum. I'm trying to use only the muscle in my bicep and my shoulder to make that movement happen, all right? Those are our accessory exercises. If you are super tired and you're like, I want to do a little bit, you don't have to do all of it. Get exposures to each of those little domains, even if you only get 1 set of each, even if you only do 25 dips or 2 minutes of dead bug, just get some of it, and that'll be great for today. It will depend on how hard you went on Karen. So let's say I did a training Karen and I was kind of just doing 10 reps every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. Not as hard of a workout, right? And it would leave me with plenty of energy to go after all of those accessory exercises versus I did it absolutely as hard as I could go, and I did it faster, but I'm completely smoked. Maybe I just do like some light bench press and some core work and hit a few of those exercises at the end, okay? So that would be dependent on what effort you want to put into which of those pieces for today, okay? That's it for this Friday. I hope you have a fun one. I'll see you guys on Saturday for some EVA prep.